Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Gabe and this is Gabe Loves Makeup, and I hope everybody is doing well today. Hope you're having a wonderful day regardless of what time of day it is or where you may be. I hope you're having a great day so far. So I hope everybody is doing okay. So it has been a hot minute since we've got the film because Gabe has been a very busy person. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. I'm so glad to have you, and for all my subscribers, I just absolutely love you, and I'm so glad that you're here. And you know, we got a lot to do today, guys. It's like a really big full face of all kinds of stuff. I've got a brand new Natasha palette. Yes, I've got that. We got some new powder by L'Oreal, concealer that I've already been using that I really love, but I thought I would use it on camera because I've never used it on camera before, and a new makeup primer. We got some new Jaclyn Hill. We got bronzer. We got highlight. I've got one of the lip glosses on now. We have on a little bit of the new mascara, or a newer mascara from L'Oreal. So we got like some really cool stuff to play with. So I'm really excited to kind of dive in. So I hope you guys are ready for it. So this is probably going to be a little bit of a long one. So if I was you, I would get me a glass of tea. I'd get me a little bit of tea. A cup of coffee if it's in the morning, you know, whenever you're watching it, whatever it may be. I would grab something, sit back and chill out. So let's get started. So also, guys, we're going to be using my Rephr brushes. I bought these. If you watched anything on my Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I would definitely do that, because I post a lot of stories on what I get in and everything, and let you guys know what I'm getting, so that way you have an idea of kind of like, sorry, I got a hair there. So that way you guys have an idea of like what is going on and like what I'm getting. But anyway, we went through the Rephr brushes. I've been using the Rephr lash curler. I've been using these for quite some time, so I already have thoughts on those. Some of these products I've already used, so I've been using them for quite some time, so I can already kind of give you a heads up on what it is all about. I wore them couple days, you know, that kind of sort of thing, got the wear and tear out of them, so that way you know. The brows though, let me tell you, Miss ToriG, my girl ToriG over at Beauty Effects. If you guys want to, she's on Instagram. I'll put a link down below. You can check her out. She has her own cosmetic company. So she sent me a little thing of PR, and she sent me some lashes. We're going to be using those today. But she sent me a brow pencil, and this brow pencil, man, is perfectly precise. It's so precise. She sent me a dark brown. I mixed it in with a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury, but it did a really wonderful job. I really like it. It's very fine pointed, so it worked really well. So I'm very happy to use that. So congratulations to Tori on her business. I'm so happy for her, and you guys should go over and support her. You know, she is a Black-owned owner, and she's new, and she's fresh, and she's got her own makeup business, and she actually teaches lessons and everything. And you guys should go check her out. I'm going to start out with the new, this Age Perfect. Well, it's actually not really new, I don't think. I think it actually came out with the Age Perfect line last year when it came out, but I've just never tried the primer. But if you guys can see it, it's kind of like this. It's just rosy, but it's not really any kind of a color to it. I have used this once or twice. I've got my skin all beautiful with my Dr. Hoshka skincare. That review will be coming soon because I've been using that, trying it out. But this is supposed to be a blurring line, kind of a lifting primer. It's got a little bit of a silicone-y feel, but it's got a watery feel to it too, so it just goes right into the skin. It does make everything look a little bit more, you know, softer, and it gives it like a little bit of a blur, which you guys will see in a minute. But it does kind of blur everything out a little bit. As far as pores and stuff goes, it really doesn't do that with pores. It's just more for like softness and lines and wrinkles kind of sort of thing. It gives it a really beautiful, soft look to it. So it just, it takes down the dew a little bit, but it still makes it look a little radiant from within. So it's nice. It's a very nice primer. So I do like Jaclyn, the liquid highlighter. You guys know, you know, if you're new to my channel, you better watch out, because I love me some bling. Okay, so I'm gonna try a little bit. I got it in the shade Sun Glare, and I was gonna get one of the lighter ones, and then I was like, well, you know what? I'm usually so tan most of the time, so I'm gonna take a couple drops here on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to take a little bit. Let me see. I'm going to take a little bit with my Rephr brush a little bit, and I'm going to tap into it a little bit, and I'm going to put just a little bit up underneath my skin, just to kind of, you know, just give it a little to it before we start doing eye makeup, because we're going to do eyes first. Whoa, it looks really smooth. It blurred out everything. It looks nice. Hey, I like that just on its own. Ready to get into some Natasha Denona. So I finally picked up the Glam palette, and you guys, if you guys follow me or know, it's like I have the Circus palette, and I have her Love palette, and I have the mini Love palette. But this is the Glam. Isn't it pretty? Sorry, I got my fingerprints already all over it, but it's like, isn't that gorgeous? That is so pretty. I didn't have anything like this in my collection, so I kind of picked it up. So I thought, because she was doing a little bit of a sale, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and let's do that. A little bit of that ASMR. But she was doing a sale, and I thought I'd try it out and see. Now, I did do a little bit of this L'Oreal Superstar Mascara. And again, I've used this a couple times, and I'm going to give you guys my feedback on it later. But I did just do a little bit of that, and I did a little tight line with this Lancome, my Lancome Drama Pencil, and I think it's Chocolate. I did a little bit of that just in my lash line, just to give a little ump to it, because this is going to be a little bit more of a dramatic eye. And I'm hoping to maybe do more of a juicy lip, but we're gonna see what the lips come out later. But anyway, so to get started, we're gonna use my Rephr Brushes, a really awesome one. So anyway, so Natasha has a lot of, it says like, you know, it's got like transition, it's got crease, it's got inner corner. It kind of tells you where to put it. So I thought we would kind of go over, you know, she may say, you know, whatever it may say. I thought we would kind of follow her instructions. So I'm going to go into transition, which it looks kind of like a grayish looking shade. It's not a white shade, but it's kind of gray looking. But I thought I would go into this one and kind of, and I was wondering if it would show up or not either, but yeah, it looks really pretty. It's got this really pretty soft browny gray. It's almost like a gray cast to it a little bit, but I like it. It's very pretty. It is and I didn't think it was going to show up on me, but it really does. It doesn't look like it would show up on anybody, but it does show up. Smoke, which is over here, right here on the end. I'm going to take Smoke. And I'm going to take it with my Rephr. This is the Rephr 02. And actually, I'm sorry, guys. The 15 was the one I used first. And then I'm going to tap off a little bit of it, because a little bit comes in. And then I'm just going to take it and kind of go out a little bit and kind of start blending it outward a little bit. We're going to kind of start smoking that out, like kind of in a V. And then we're going to go out. Illusion of that wing. If you guys hear it's my table rattling, if you guys don't know, it's like because when I hit my elbows hit his table, my tail rattle. So yeah, I'm gonna take that. Because I want it to really kind of wing out. Because guess what? We got her Blade liquid liner. I'm a little scared of that. Because I'm not really good with those kind of brushes. So we're going to see how that works. Because I may be making a mess. Here, it's got Sail on it. Isn't it cute? And it's the double-sided. So I'm going to use it to kind of, it's a little bit not as, that palette's a little heavy. She's not like white. I mean, most of Natasha's palettes are a little on the heavy side. I'm going to go in my Rephr 12 brush. And I want a little bit more of a dense brush. And I'm going to go into the crease color here. I'm going to take a little bit of that, tap off a little bit, and I'm going to deepen up the crease just a little bit to blend into this other shadow. And so I'm going to take Blend, and we're going to go over that whole crease, and I'm just going to blend all that together. Ooh, I like that. That just immediately just took out. That was, wow, that was like instant. That was cool. I like these colors too. They're very neutral, very cool. They're like it's a very cool, warm palette. If you like cool colors and you like that little bit of pop of warmth with it too, this is a palette for you. This Rephr 15 brush, I'm going to go back to it, and let's go into where it says outer eyelid right here. And I'm going to tap into that. We're going to take a little bit, it's more of like a brown bronzy shade. And I'm just going to run that back over top of what we did with the Smoke, just to deepen that up just a tad. Yeah, that's really pretty. That's really pretty. Very subtle, very soft. It's really romantic. It's got like a romantic kind of look to it, which I really like. That's really beautiful. It's really pretty. Because my Rephr, I don't have an exact liner brush. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I do. Hold on a minute. I'm going to take my Rephr 03 brush. And this brush is so great. It's very precise. And we're going to go into this where it says the lash line right here. Now I've already did a tight line on the top of my eye, and we're going to do liquid, so I don't think I really need to go up there anymore. But I'm going to take a little bit of this, tap off a little bit, and we're just going to go under here and just take a little bit up underneath. You got to be careful. She is pigmented. Woo, she is pigmented. And I'm going to take my finger and kind of smudge it a little bit. Just a little, because I want it to have a little bit of that smoke, but I don't want it to be crazy. And I kind of want to bond it with just what I got a little bit going on over here. Just like that. And then I might add a little bit more later. I just wanted to give a little something here, so we just have it. There's only one brow bone shade here, and it's like this one here. So I'm going to tap a little bit of that one. Tap it, and we're just going to go right under here and just kind of blend that in, just to blend the shadow together, so it all kind of comes together. So it just makes it look more seamless. Wow, that's beautiful. That just did a beautiful job. Look how it just smoothed that out. Here on the bottom there, it says center eyelid, outer center, outer brow bone. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do these two up here. I'm going to do the inner corner and the center eye, because I did the outer in this one here. So I'm going to do it up here. So let's do center eye. So I'm going to take it, of course I'm going to do it with my finger. And taking my finger, I'm going to smash that right there and blend it into that shade, that darker shade that we just did. Ooh, that is so pretty. Look how pretty that is. It's so soft, and they feel so soft and buttery. They're just so pretty. I definitely, this definitely it feels really good like the Circus one. I don't know why the Love palette doesn't feel like this to me. Like even the Love highlighter and blush and all of that whole brand, as beautiful as the packaging is, I'm not that crazy about it. Some of Natasha's stuff I'm not super crazy about, but this I'm loving. I'm really loving this. This is gorgeous. I can't wait to see what she's gonna do next. It's always interesting to see what she's gonna come out with, but I don't grab a lot of her palettes because they're so expensive. But once in a blue moon, something will catch my eye, and I really, really do like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the inner corner, and I'm gonna do it with my finger here. And I'm just gonna take it and tap it with my inner finger. And I'm not worried about it getting there anyway, because we're gonna do concealer later, but I just wanted to tap it right there before I do lashes. So, that's so pretty. Ooh, I like that. I think we're good. I think we're ready to try this. Again, I'll have it down below, like how much it was. She wasn't cheap, but this is what it looks like. It looks like this. So it's the micro blade liquid liner, long lasting, water resistant, transfer, non-transfer, vegan, not tested on animals. So I don't know, we're gonna see. So anyway, it's got a really shiny edge to it. I think it's got a little bit more of like a shine to it. Yeah, it does. It's got a little bit more of like it's not really matte. It's got more of like that really shiny look to it. So I don't think, unless it dries down matte, we're gonna see. But I'm normally not really crazy about these kind of pens, but you know, we're gonna try it out and see. So let me get my mirror, and we're gonna do a really small, I'm gonna push it up against my lash line here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a small baby wing. Yeah, just a little mini right here. That's pretty. Ooh, that is so pretty. Wow. So what do we think? Isn't it beautiful? Oh my God, these lashes by ToriG are so gorgeous. I think they're in a shade 100 is what she gave me. And they are so pretty. They look so good. But this mascara by L'Oreal is Superstar Fiber X. It's really good. It's got like a two-sided. It's like on one side, look where it's got like, it's just kind of like, it gives you like the length, and then one side kind of gives you like a fiber. And then the other one has it's got more of like the volume. It can get a little clumpy sometimes, but it does a really good job. I mean, I was like actually really thinking about whether I should even do the lashes or not, but I did this, and then I went back and added a little bit more of the chocolate in the inside of my eye, and just kind of like took a little bit more of that really, really dark shade in where it says lash line, and I did it over top of it and smudged it out and did a little bit more of the inner corner, and it looks really stunning. I'm really, really happy with this look. It looks so pretty. This liquid liner, man, let me tell you, just went on, it glided on. It was really, really easy. It does dry a little quick, so you got to work with it. It does leave a little bit more, if you like a matte, it's got a little bit more of a shimmer to it, or not a shimmer, but more of a glow. It's not as matte as some, but it is really, really beautiful. It's easy to work with, but it stays on, man, because once it dries, it will not go nowhere. But it is really beautiful. It turned out really, really pretty. I did a very small little wing, a little mini wing on the end, and it just looks so pretty. So this is really awesome. I like it. Okay, so let's move on, because we got some more to go through. We're not done yet. We got more to go. So anyway, so let's do the foundation next. So this is the L'Oreal. Let me shake it up a little bit. I need to shake her up a little bit. She'll look like, so this is the L'Oreal True Match Nude Foundation, and it has the benefits of a hyaluronic acid serum with a tint. So it's actually, I've been wearing this a little bit. It's really, really nice. It's very sheer. It comes with the dropper, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it on and kind of talk about it a little bit as I go on. I'm going to go back in with my Rephr brush. This brush right here is my favorite one, the 17 that Rephr give, because you can use it for so many different things. But I'm just going to take it and kind of go in and just start blending it into the skin. And we're going to take it right over that Jaclyn Hill and that L'Oreal primer. And it's just going to blend it right in, and it looks so pretty. It's just looking so good. And you need just a little bit of, I mean, this is very sheer. So if you guys are looking for more of a fuller coverage, you're not going to get it from this product. I love mixing this with the Pro Glow though. The Pro Glow is a little bit, it's definitely more of a medium to a full coverage. And if you want the L'Oreal, and if you want a little bit more long wear and you want a really pretty glow to any of your foundations, this is a really good one to add to your foundations to give a little bit more of that glow to it. I've got it in the shade 5-6 medium tan is the one that I got it in. I wouldn't try to make it a full coverage, because it's not going to do that. It won't set in pores though. It doesn't set on fine lines. It does leave a little bit of that really pretty glow. I will say it doesn't last all day, because I have wore it, which it doesn't make a claim to. It's just like a serum moisturizer tinted thing, product. But it stays on pretty good, but it'll stay on probably about a good 5 to 6 hours, and then it just kind of evaporates into my skin. So if you have dry skin, it'll just kind of probably suck it up. If you have more of an oilier skin, you won't like this foundation. I wouldn't go with it unless you just want to use it to mix in with another foundation, just to give it a little bit of a glow, or you just want a tint. It is not going to stay on a very oily skin. Now maybe if you powder and use a really heavy pore priming filler primer. I can't get that out. Pore priming filler. But anyway, it will do a really good job of it will just to give your skin a really pretty glow and to make it look really pretty, and it's very sheer. But as far as long wear goes, it's not gonna stay on very long. That's just not what it's meant to do. But I mean, if you mix it in with that Pro Glow, I'm telling you, it will last all day long. It looks super beautiful together. They both look so good because that one gives the full coverage, the other one doesn't. It's just really, really beautiful. And speaking of Pro Glow, I've got two of my favorite concealers. This is my favorite L'Oreal concealer. Is the Infallible Pro Glow. That I still can't get it out. I have it in the shade Sand Beige 05 and 03 and Nude Beige. and sometimes I will mix them together. And because we're going to go in with the little bronzer, I'm going to go with a little bit of the lighter one. So we're going to do a little bit of the lighter one. The wand is very, very small. If you guys have never, this has been out for a very long time. So if you guys have seen it, it does have a little bit of a smell. So be very careful with it. It has a little bit of a paint smell to it. So it's not, as far as like smell goes, it does not smell that great. The foundation also has that smell to it. I don't know why it does. I know that some people have problems with this concealer because for some reason it kind of like irritates their eyes or something. But for me, it doesn't. Once I get it on and stuff, I just love it. I just think it's great. It stays on really well. It doesn't dry out my eye area. It makes my eye area stay really well. It looks really smooth. It looks very bright. It looks very glowy. I don't have to set it. You don't have to set it if you don't want to. I don't have to use a powder with it or anything. It's just really, really nice. So now, guys, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect Loose Powder. You can only get this on Amazon and at Walmart and on the L'Oreal website. You cannot get it at Target or any place else. I have not been able to find this anywhere else. But this powder is an oldie but goodie. I have used it before in the past. Really beautiful. It does do a really good job of blurring and setting the makeup. It does have a smell to it, so it's very old school. I don't think they've ever really changed this formula. I think they've still had the same formula since the early 90s or so, because it seems to be. But it does a really good job of setting, and it doesn't settle, and it looks really smooth, and it looks really pretty. A little bit of the Jaclyn Hill Toasty Cream Bronzer. So I got it as part of her Tropics collection. So it looks just like this, and then it's got like a little bit of, it reminds me a little bit of the Chanel. It kind of looks like the Chanel like in a cake. And I got it in the shade Toasty. So it's a little, she had a little bit of a controversy with these. I think it's like she didn't really come out with enough colors, which I think is a little sad. She seems to be doing, that kind of seems to be the thing a little bit these days with her. But I got to say that it seems like it's still like a really cool product. I just wanted to try it. I wanted to see if it was anything similar to the Chanel or what it looked like on the skin. It looks like very natural, what I've seen of it so far. So I just thought we would try it and see what we thought of it. It's very natural. It's not anything over the top. It seems to be going on very natural, especially with the sponge, because so far I've heard most people that have been playing with the sponge, it's been doing a pretty good job. I'm sure that with the brush it probably would too, but I don't want a lot anyway. Some lips real quick. I'm gonna do a little bit of Christy and my Scott Barnes Glamazon lip pencil, and I think we're just gonna do a gloss. I think I'm gonna try it with just a gloss and see what happens. It's just such a beautiful lip liner. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do one of Jaclyn's glosses. So, normally I would go with a little bit more of a neuter, but this is the gloss, so it's really sheer. So I thought we would do one of these. I did the rose, I had the candy drip. I had it on whenever, when I came on camera. So I think it's a little bit more pink. I think I'm going to go a little bit more coral with this one. This lip gloss was so good. It's very thick. It's very juicy. It's got a very juicy feel to it. They're very sheer. They're not a lot of color. It just looks really pretty. Oh, that's beautiful. The doe foot too. The doe foot looks really good. It blended into that liner awesome. But see how glossy and juicy? Juicy. Oh, I like that. That is so pretty. It turned really pretty with the look. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of my Jaclyn, the little bit of the rouge, right? I'm going to take a little bit of blush. That's the color. It's the Jaclyn. We're going to try the highlighter. I got the Putty highlighter. It's the creamy, textury, bouncy highlighter. So it looks like this, and the texture is very bouncy. It's very foiled. Very, very foiled. Look at that. It's a very foiled. So a little bit of it goes a long way. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Rephr fan brush. We're going to tap it in here very lightly. And we're going to go on the skin. Ooh, yes, mamacita. I'm feeling like a tropic vacation, like a mermaid on the beach. Wow, it just melts into the skin. Just so pretty. My L'Oreal Infallible Spray. Just set it a little bit. Guys, so what do you guys think so far? It looks so pretty, doesn't it? Oh my God. The eyes turned out beautiful. The lips look so good. Everything looks amazing. So let's break down everything really quickly and kind of go over it and kind of get my thumbs up or what I think of it. So first of all, let's go over the Rephr brushes. The Rephr brushes are amazing. They have amazing quality. They're beautiful. They're very delicate though because it's not like synthetic. So you just have to be careful with them. So when you wash them and everything, you have to be a little delicate with them. They're not like synthetic, so you can't go crazy. It's not like my BK because they're synthetic. So they're a little bit, you still want to be gentle with those, but you just got to be a little bit softer with the Rephr brushes, but they're so beautiful. And this is the whole kit. This is the way it comes. It comes all like this, and it comes with the top and the bottom cup. And then I got the lash curler to go with it too. So all of it together. It was an investment. It definitely was something that I've been pining over and been going, well, I don't really know. I don't know if I should or not. So I talked to Tara about it, and I used her code. And so that helped me a little bit. And then and then the brushes were marked down. So originally the whole set was like about $400, and I think I got the whole thing for about $2. And then, then the lash curl was about $18, but these are definitely worth it if you're ever thinking about making a major investment. Them and the BK both are just really great sets of brushes. So either way you go, you've got a great way. Just remember that the BK is synthetic and these are not. So it's just a little different. And these are a Japanese brush, but it's a beautiful, beautiful company, beautiful product, beautiful handle. They stay in really well. They blend really well. They blend like a dream. They're really sweet to work with. I really, really enjoy them. So the primer is a definite. If you really like a very smoothing primer, it makes your skin feel really soft. It kind of blurs. It's really, really pretty. It's and it's very hydrating. Like, it's not sticky or gloopy, or it's like, or it's very drying or it's tightening or anything like that. It just fills in, kind of blurs everything out. There's a little bit of a silicone-y type feel to it, but it's really, really nice. There's no smell to it or anything like that. It says it's rosy, but really it's not rosy. It's just a clear, but it is a really, really nice primer. The foundation in the True Match Nude is beautiful, especially if you want to mix it with something. You want a little glow in your foundation. It's really beautiful. If you want a beautiful nude tinted moisturizer, this is really, really great. If you're dry though, moisturize very well, and make sure you prime as well. That'll just help the longevity of it stay on a little bit more. But I would say normal to dry for this one. I definitely would not do normal to oily for this one. And this one is a little different from the other water one. I can't remember the name, but I'll put it down below. But it's definitely it's a lot different from it. This is more hydrating. That one is a little bit more just watery and very sheer. And I like both of them, but I like this one better. But it doesn't stay on very long. It's not very long lasting. It's about 5 to 6 hours, but it's got a beautiful finish to it. It's very lightweight. So if you want something kind of light and very, very soft and pretty and just a little bit of a glow and something that's not very over the top heavy, then I would definitely recommend this one for you. If you like you like a little bit more of a longer wearing concealer, but your eyes are a little bit more on the dry side, these are really, really great. Just remember that they don't have any fragrance in them, but they do have a little bit of like that. It's like that chemical smell to it because it's a long wear, so that it does have a little bit of that smell to it. Some people, it does aggravate underneath their eyes. I definitely would do a test patch before you actually swoop it all up underneath your eye area. But for me, I really, really love it. It makes my under eyes look so beautiful. It looks very glowy. They're very inexpensive. They're like $8, $9. It's a really, really good concealer, and so is the makeup. I don't have the makeup over here with me, but usually I mix this with the Pro Glow foundation together, and it stays on all day. It's really beautiful. It leaves glowy. It looks awesome. So I definitely recommend these. The powder I love. It's just an old favorite. I just picked up another one because it's been a while since I've had it. I've got it in the shade medium. It's in 918 medium. Just remember that these are a little bit more older school, so they have that smell to them. So they do have a smell, so they are very fragrant. If you're a little bit more of allergic to fragrance and you don't really like these, you might want to try out one of the pressed powders or maybe one of those instead. those are more fragrance free. This one is not, but if you don't mind a little bit of the smell, because that's that little bit of old school L'Oreal smell, it is a really, really good powder. It does settle on the skin really beautiful without taking away the glow. It makes sure everything, it sets your makeup, but it's very, very light. It's very sheer. It's not really heavy. It's just a really, really good loose powder. Going into the Jaclyn product. So first of all, the highlight is to die for. Like a little bit of it goes a very long way. As you can see, it's really beautiful. It leaves a really beautiful glow on the skin. It's got a putty like feel to it. I really, really like this that I used with the primer over top of it. This is really beautiful. I could wear this alone, or maybe mix it with just a little something if you want to, or with moisturizer, just to give your skin that really beautiful glow and a little bit of bronziness. She has it in like two or three other shades, I believe. It's like maybe 2 or 3 other shades, I'm not sure, but I got the darkest one, and again this one is in a shade Sun Glare, and it's just really, really pretty. It just gives a really beautiful finish to the skin, so I really like this. Blended out so well. It feels really good. They're like a lip oil, but they've got a gloss feel to them. They're very hydrating. They're not sticky. They don't gum together. It doesn't seem like it wants to go anywhere. It blended really well into my liner. It doesn't go around. It doesn't travel. So it's a really great, if you want a really good hydrating something with a little color or something on your lips, these would be great. They're like 20 bucks a piece, I think. Again, I'll leave that down below. As far as her cream bronzer and the toasty, definitely she needs more shades. I mean, there's not enough exclusivity with Jaclyn's line when it comes to shades with this bronzer. It's really pretty. It does remind me a little bit of the Chanel. It's a little bit more on the matte side. It goes on very smoothly. It doesn't settle in pores or anything. It just makes the skin look really smooth. Really like this mascara. It's worth a shot. I mean, if you're in the mood for something, like a really good drugstore mascara, and you want to try out something, it's really cool because it's got the fibers on the one end with the one, and it kind of lengthens, and then the other one kind of thickens. I think I paid like $9 or $10 for a mascara. It's not very long. They have it in a waterproof tube, but it's called Voluminous Superstar X Fiber. So it is a really good one. Just be careful with it, because sometimes it can get a little clumpy, but it stays on really well. It doesn't come off. Once you get it on, it stays on really nicely. It seems to not gunk the lashes together or anything. I really, really like this. As far as ToriG's, ToriG Beauty Effects by ToriG, her brow pencil, I love it. I did mix this in with the Charlotte Tilbury, so this isn't exactly just because she gave me this shade, is dark brown, and so it's kind of got a little bit like my Chanel, Boy de Chanel. It's got a little bit more of that, it's got a little bit more of that gray. It's kind of a gray brown to it, but it works, and it works good with the Charlotte Tilbury. They kind of blend both well together, but I do like this. It is a really, really good pencil. I love it. It's so skinny, and I like that. I like really skinny pencils. I love her lashes. These are great. I'm going to definitely make sure that I leave her information down below. You need to check out her lashes. She's got some really good lashes. She gave me another great pair but it's like extremely dramatic, which a really, really dramatic pair of lashes would have went well. This one was a little bit more, they were a little bit more softer and natural, but a really blingy pair of lashes with this look would look great because it's so blown out. And then you have the Natasha Denona Microblade Liquid Liner. This is fantastic. You have to keep shaking it. It continuously stays moist, so you don't have to worry about dragging that line out and it will like get stuck or it won't move. It does a really, really good job. It dries really quickly. It does leave a little bit more of a luminous kind of finish. It doesn't leave a matte finish, so if you don't like a luminous liquid liner, you won't like this one. But it does dry really quickly. It seems like it's going to stay on really well. It did a beautiful job. It went on super smooth, super quick. I got a great wing out of it, or a little, especially when I did my little wing, because I don't like doing really big ones because they don't really necessarily look that great on me. But it is a really great product, so I really do like this one. For last, this palette, you guys, this palette. Hello, look. This shadow is gorgeous. This is like one of the most prettiest eye looks I've done in a long time, especially in a neutral. Oh my God, this is so pretty. It's stunning. Look how beautiful that is. All of these are just so beautiful. And it's really simple to use. They blended out beautifully. I didn't have any fallout. There was no problem. I kept adding and building. You can build it. You can make it really soft and really pretty, because you guys saw how soft and pretty and they go on to, they're not over the top pigmented, but they're pigmented enough. If that make any sense. sense. And you can build and build it to what you want to. But this look is just stunning. I just really like it. And this lip, I just can't believe it. With this lip, it turned out so good. I really like it. Still mirror, I really like it. Thanks, ToriG. It's so awesome. I really like this. So yeah, guys. So I mean, that's pretty much it. I've kind of like pretty much went over everything. I mean, what do you think? What are your thoughts below? Do you guys have any of this? Is there anything that you have that any of the L'Oreal? Do you have the Natasha Denona palette? I mean, give me your thoughts or whatever. I mean, did you get any of the Jaclyn Tropics collection? You know, let me know. I've got quite a few. I've got so many products to review. I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to lately. It's been very crazy with work, but I'm trying my best. So just please bear with me. You know, I'm getting them out as soon as I can, little by little. But anyway, I'm so glad that you guys joined me today. I really do appreciate it with all my heart. Like almost getting close to 700,000. 700,000. And you know, oh my God, that would be crazy. 700 subscribers. So for me, so I'm really excited. I can't believe I've actually gotten that far. I'm surprised that even 700 of you, almost 700 of you, want to see me. Like, it's crazy. Be safe. Be strong, be proud, stand tall, and love yourself. And, you know, and most of all, please be kind to others, and, you know, and share a little kindness each day, because it really can make a difference in someone's life. And, you know, and with that said, we will see you again in the next episode, and I love you all, so please take care. Bye.